This is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And welcome back to my channel. In today's Pick a Card reading, we're going to be talking all about how the Cancer new moon is going to be affecting you. So it is so nice to have a new moon, you guys, and a nice energy shift. This Cancer new moon is going to lift the vibration a little bit, but there are some heavier elements involved because this is a water sign, and water signs are known to be a little bit more emotional, a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more intuitive, okay? So let's talk a little bit about how this energy is going to affect us overall, and then you can get a more personalized reading to find out exactly what this Cancer new moon is going to be all about for you. So the first thing you're going to notice about this Cancer new moon is that your sense of safety and home and comfort and self-care is going to be really extra important at this time. So you could be finding yourself wanting to spend more time at your home, or maybe beautifying your home, focusing a lot more on self-care. I mean, for a lot of people in the world right now, it's summertime, and so you might be finding yourself wanting to go on vacation a little bit and establish ease and comfort for yourself and to pamper yourself. So that's going to be something that's super important at this time. It's definitely all about creating like a safe, nurturing environment right now. Perhaps you are working towards moving into a space that's more like that for yourself, or maybe you've just moved into a new home or a new space like that. But either way, you're going to be probably trying to create a sense of safety and comfort and stability within the home. Maybe you're creating like a workspace for yourself for some project that's coming up, or you're getting ready to have everything organized so that you can put some new energy out there. It can be really difficult to start a new project or like move forward in life when your environment is like really messy. It's definitely all about the vibe. So you could be finding yourself wanting to like clean out those vibes and just be surrounded by comfort and beauty at this time. Cancer is represented by a crab, and the whole symbol of the crab is that its tough shell or its tough exterior like protects the softness and the vulnerability that lies inside. So this new moon could be asking you like, what shell or like what mask have you been wearing around in the world that's like been hiding like your vulnerabilities, that's been hiding your authenticity. So in a way, you're being called to like balance those two sides. There could also be some like emotional wounds that have been like prodded at recently, especially with the Mercury retrograde cycle we had and the eclipses. Of course, I'm going to bring that up again. You guys know I was talking on the channel a lot recently about how just intense of an energy cycle that was. So we're definitely on the other side of that, but the Cancer energy is here to help you just release anything that's stuck from that. I do feel a positive, uplifting energy for many people, but for some people, like if the retrograde or the eclipses didn't pull it out of you, like if you've been a little resistant or been hiding from some of those energies, this Cancer one will rip it right up. So it's like definitely exposing some of our roots to us, but it's offering us an opportunity for root chakra clearing. And I always tell people that if you're trying to manifest, that clearing your root chakra is the most important thing, because it helps you to just basically be a magnet for manifestation. So root chakra clearing has a lot to do with like childhood wounds, some of our biggest traumas or big fears we have, or blockages to love, or opening our heart, or just being who we are. And so sometimes it feels like a little uncomfortable when these things are triggered, or when we are realizing, oh my gosh, I'm like stuck in a karmic cycle. I keep having the same thing happen in my life over and over again. But so you might be noticing things like that coming up, but it'll be an opportunity for you to break that cycle so that you can move forward. So it's a positive energy for sure. This Cancer new moon is definitely going to be a social time. You might hear from people you haven't heard from in a long time. You might be reconnecting with some old friends. You can even have opportunities to meet some new people. So if there was ever a time to take up invitations or to reconnect with others, this would be it. You might also find yourself wanting to be very romantic at this time. Like, I'm definitely The vibe that like love is in the air. I see this more towards the end of summer, but it could be starting now for some of you guys, that you're attracting a soulmate, or that you're finding yourself in more of a flirty mood, or wanting to express yourself more romantically. You could definitely be feeling that energy. You could be finding yourself falling deeply in love with someone at this time. That hopeless romantic vibe that's definitely a part of Cancer is floating around out there for sure. A lot of us are being called right now to push past our fears and take those first little baby steps towards a big goal or maybe a new project. After all of that crazy energy came our way with the eclipses and the retrogrades, it's almost like a new playing field has been leveled out for us, and we can definitely plant some new seeds and create some new intentions. I'm finding myself personally realizing I'm ready to make a new vision board for my life, a new project. I'm ready for like something new to manifest, and so maybe I'm going to come up with some ideas and some new visions. And you could be feeling yourself called to do the same thing. This is a really like dreamy type of energy, which is perfect for planning out like what your next bold new move is going to be. And for those of you guys who already have clarity on what it is you desire, it's time to take those steps. And you're going to find that this Cancer season, this Cancer energy is going to support you to do that. So you're going to be nourishing your home, your body, and your mind, and your relationships, and you're just going to have the ultimate glow up this season. So if you would like to receive a more personalized reading on what you can expect for this Cancer new moon, first of all, here's the spread that we're going to be covering. And I encourage you to take a screenshot of this spread and to also pull your own cards from your deck and follow along with me. And to get your reading, you can choose a card. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. And it's from the top down. So number 1, 2, or 3, choose a card to get your message, and then you can go to the description or to the comments and click on your timestamp so you can instantly be fast forwarded to your part in the reading. And I will see you for your reading soon. For those of you guys who choose number 1, let's get into this spread about the Cancer new moon. So the first question, which you chose the cards for, is what energy is coming in with this Cancer full moon? So what energy is coming into your life? These cards are saying a possibility, approachable, talent, and choose. So this is definitely making me think that you are very, very much focused on your career right now and your finances. And specifically, you're thinking, you know what, I want to do something for my life that's going to be more fun, more fulfilling, more enriching. And so you might be looking towards your talents. We talk a lot about that on this channel. That's like one of the main messages I always want to get out through my readings, is that when you create a lifestyle based around using your talents and gifts to help others, to enrich your life, to enjoy yourself, maybe even as a career path, it brings so much peace into your life, and you end up helping others in the process. And so what I see is that maybe you've been watching my channel a while, maybe you've been looking around at other people and like just the possibilities that there are, and you're feeling really inspired, and the hard thing for you just might be nailing down specifically what talent it is that you want to focus on, because you have so many. And don't worry, you don't have to give up any of your talents just because you choose one to focus on for a while, or you choose one to monetize off of. Like, that gift is always going to be there for you. That talent's always going to be there for you to enjoy and use however you want. But the energy with this Cancer new moon is definitely like a pick one kind of energy. So they're telling you to pick the one that you feel is the most approachable, the one that you feel the most inspired by. Pick the thing that you feel like would be the easiest maybe to bring out into the world, like whatever feels more natural and more effortless for you to start with right now. So they're like, yeah, you need to choose. I can totally resonate with this. I know what it's like being an artist and having many gifts, and I think that's who I'm talking to right now. Maybe you were guided to choose number 1 because you're an artist with a lot of gifts, and I think they're telling you this possibility is there for you, maybe with the career path, the side hustle, the opportunity that you're looking for. But you're going to have to make a choice. And you're not necessarily going to be rewarded for one decision and then punished for another. Like whatever you choose, the universe is going to bless it. And like I said, you don't have to give anything up in order to make this choice too. So when you put it in that context, it's a lot easier to choose. You can free yourself to be like, okay, I'm just going to do that because I have nothing to lose, So speaking of nothing to lose, what energy is leaving your life with this Cancer new moon? Okay, so we are really talking about your business, your career path. Once again, talents, gifts, how you're putting yourself out there in the world. It seems like you were on one path for a while with some type of project. Like just as an example, let's say that you were like a dancer for like a long time and everybody knew you as like the dancer. And you had a lot of success in that industry and you had like a website for it and you paid for like headshots and you auditioned for things. And then you're at this point in your life where you're like, yeah, but I've always also really liked writing. And, I went to school for that and I even started writing a book and then I gave up on it and this dance thing's great, but I just don't know if I want to really identify so much with that anymore. And I want to try this and I want to push my energy out in the world in a different way. And so your guides are saying maybe everyone knowing you as the dancer or whatever, insert here. Maybe that's what you're ready to let go of. Or maybe you're ready to change that. It's basically how you define yourself and how you let yourself be seen in the world. It's almost like you need to know that you can change that at any point in time. It's just all labels, all perceptions. It all doesn't really mean anything ultimately. You don't have to take it so seriously. You can make changes. You can build up a new image. You can, grab your energy back and then unleash it in a different direction. And this is maybe people forgiving you. Maybe you made promises. Maybe for instance, maybe your family invested in you going to college for this one path and now you're changing your mind. You don't want to do it anymore. Or maybe you sacrificed a lot to go on it, but you're just ready to give it up, or you're ready to maybe put more energy into something else. And so your guides are telling you to believe in yourself. The same beautiful infinite energy that helped you to create this path in the first place is the same energy that will help you create a new path or a different path. So yeah, this is such an interesting message for you. It's all about your identity, how you see yourself, how you put yourself out into the world, allowing yourself to create abundance through your talents, through your gifts, making decisions, really focusing your energy on one thing, but also realizing that doesn't define you. Just letting yourself be free, giving yourself a chance, making a change. Yeah, beautiful. So the last thing we're going to pull for you is overall, what effect is this Cancer new moon going to have on you? And this might just be one effect it's going to have on you or a possibility. You're the one who gets to define that. And really, it's to be determined, right? But we're just going to see for fun the possibility. Okay, so this is going to be a very emotional new moon for you, but not in a bad way. I actually feel like it has a lot to do with your romantic life. You might connect with yourself more sensually during the next couple of weeks or others, if that makes sense. I'm trying to figure out how to word that because this is the Devil card, and this card has a lot to do with, your sensuality and your ability to express yourself in that way. And seeing it also next to the Four of Hearts or Four of Cups is making me think that you are wanting to attract something new into your life, or you're going to be in more of a flirtatious kind of romantic energy over the next couple of weeks. And maybe you want to make some changes in your love life, or you're ready to put yourself back out there, or you're ready to, really connect with somebody. So there are definitely some beautiful energies. I think overall this new moon is going to give you bravery. It's going to give you the bravery to feel your emotions, to be in your truth, to make those big decisions that need to be made, to go after what you want in all areas of your life, but especially in love. So it seems like your career and your love life are both really heightened at this time. And it seems like you are in that energy of wanting to make changes and make risks. So this is a really bold energy for you. This new moon might be affecting you a little bit differently than others. It's going to have its ups and downs, but overall, like you're getting a lot of courage. You're getting a big boost, and I just keep getting that message, courage. Like that's what I see for you. So you're gonna move forward, and I feel like this is like your rainbow period, the rainbow that comes after the storm. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 2, let's go ahead and get your message. And we're gonna start with the first part of the spread, which is the cards that you chose. The question is, what is coming into your life? So what's coming in with this Cancer new moon energy? What's it bringing into your life? So the first thing I'm being drawn to here is this stability card. And the first thing I thought of was like financial stability. I'm not sure if you've been struggling in this area of your life, or maybe you recently made some type of big investment and you've just been trying to get everything kind of organized. Or if you had some financial goals recently, but I feel like all of that is just gonna level out, and you're gonna feel like, okay, like things are flowing, I'm back in step, or I'm caught up again, or something like that. You know, maybe some of you guys recently are paying off some debt, something like that. I'm just getting good messages here for some of you guys financially, stability, okay? This could also be talking about stability within the home. Maybe it was tumultuous in your home during the the eclipses, the Mercury retrograde. You guys knew I had to throw that in here and talk about the recent cosmic events we had. And this is a message to me that things are going to calm down a little bit, and like things are going to become a little bit more peaceful. Things are stabilizing, and so I love to see this energy. I'm all about that. Next, play. Now, I know I've got people from all over the world watching this channel, but I know for many of you guys right now, it's summer, and it is like the middle of summer. So this Cancer new moon is really bringing you into that energy and bringing this vibe of play into your life. So you might have more opportunities to maybe go to the beach or near the water, connect with the water element because it is Cancer season, or just opportunities to have fun or go to events, socialize, and just kind of shake out some of that heavier energy that was surrounding us, you know, with the world events and everything over the past year or so. It's just been intense, and I feel like I do feel that energy shifting right now with things being more playful. And so over here, diversify time. I do feel like it will be a busy season for you. So if you've been feeling a little bit bored and like the days are just kind of droning on, then get ready because your time will be diversified. So this could be that maybe you are taking on a summer job, but you also have like some trip planned to the mountains with the friends, and then on the weekends you have this side hustle thing, and then there's like this project and you're trying to maybe, you know, flip one of your rooms into an office space, and like there's a lot going on, but it's fun. And like you're actually like organizing your time, and somehow everything gets done. It really feels like this season you've really been manifesting to be busy and to be open and to be full. And so the Realize card makes me think about things that are being realized, things that are happening, like things that are being manifested. And I think this is going to be a big season of manifesting for you. If you did my Manifest with Me in March series on the channel, obviously in March, maybe you can expect to see a couple things from that come through. We talked about letting go of timelines during this series, but I actually, you know, get this feeling that something magical is going to be happening for you over the next couple of weeks. There could be some things that you asked for that you forgot about, and they're coming through, and it's because you're in that energy of playfulness, you're grounding yourself, you're utilizing your time. Yeah, you're in a good energy, really beautiful energy. That makes me really curious though about what energy is leaving your life with this Cancer new moon. So let's look into that, okay? What energy is leaving your life? Okay, so the first thing that's leaving your life is healing. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think we're always going through different cycles of healing and growth, right? But we don't need to be like doing that all the time. So there's this message that you're not going through a healing cycle with this Cancer new moon. Like, you cried all the tears that needed to be cried. You focused on a new perspective. You went through the school of hard knocks already, astrologically. It's almost like you're getting a break from the universe. You might notice people around you really going through it during this time, because this is a heavier energy with it being a water sign, but maybe your astrology is just compatible with this Cancer energy. Maybe you are a water sign or Cancer sign yourself, or there's just something about like where you're at in your life cycle that will make you somewhat kind of immune to some of these heavier energies, okay? So what we're seeing is that like you needing to pull back to get a new perspective, that's done. You needing to take a rest and heal, that's done. You needing more time with the earth and grounded, that's done. If you want to spend more time with the earth, you definitely can, but it's not like you need it so bad, you know? You recently this is Angel on the Lotus, this is once again pulling back to make a decision, needing some time to really mull things over, needing to speak your truth, feeling like you needed a spiritual retreat, feeling sensitive, like you needed me time, processing intense emotions. That is all leaving. So I think that's awesome. It really seems like out with this heavier energy, your healing has completed, at least where you're at right now on the path, and then there's like this new fun, open, expansive, kind of busy social time coming into your life. Play, stability. Yes, that's nice, right? So the last thing we're going to look at here is overall, what effect is this Cancer new moon going to have on you? And this is just a possibility, because you're the one who gets to decide that and make that happen. But just a possibility of what effect this Cancer new moon will have on you. Well, this is Queen of Pentacles. This is the person who knows how to turn almost anything into a business idea. This is someone who is like a connoisseur of ideas. This is someone who's like just beautifying like every single room in their house, and, you know, putting flowers on the table, and who is, just romanticizing the crap out of their life. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who's spending a lot of time in nature, someone who's really good with children, really good with animals, someone who enjoys like those long summer evenings, you know, sitting on the porch drinking lemonade type of vibes. And so I think this is like a positive omen for like a good summer or a good couple weeks for you. They're saying like this is exactly the effect it's going to have on you. It's just going to pull you into the present and help you indulge in your life. And it's interesting to get another court card here for what effect is this Cancer new moon going to have on you. This is the Queen of Hearts, or the Queen of Cups. And this is somebody who is super creative, somebody who is like writing poetry, maybe they're filming like a screenplay or something, or they're, making clothing or designing something. They could be learning a new language or picking up an instrument. And so maybe that's something you'll be doing over the next couple of weeks. Like, this is like the artist. And, the Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups, it's usually kind of like a water sign card. You can see the seahorse here. It's like very much a Cancerian kind of energy. So I think they're telling you like you can make friends with this energy by tapping into your creative, expressive, romantic, dreamy, poetic side. And so, yeah, you're very much in the flow with this energy. You're very much in the flow with it. So I hope that this reading resonates with you. Thank you again for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 3, let's go ahead and get your message. And we're going to start with the first part of the spread, which is what is coming into your life with this Cancer new moon? So what is this Cancer new moon bringing into your life? What's coming in? Oh, and here's the card that you chose, actually. That's the card that you pulled. I'm pulling some to go with it. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. The card you chose was socialize. So this Cancer new moon is definitely bringing a social energy into your life. And it's interesting because I feel like I pulled cards for that for everybody so far. So this must just be part of the Cancer new moon. They're saying that you're going to find yourself feeling a lot more approachable, and people will approach you. So maybe you're worried, like, how am I going to make these friends, or how am I going to like get back out there after like a long period of kind of being within? And don't worry, because these opportunities are going to come. You're going to be approached. There's going to be some social opportunities coming in, and you're being told to go for it. Say yes. You've definitely been really restless lately, but your guides are saying like what's really helping you out of this energy is staying consistent. Because I actually get a sense that you're kind of in a hustle period. Like you might be able to take a break or a vacation or a rest over the next couple of weeks, but you have some type of goal or some type of project that you're like in the middle of right now. And you feel like if you slow down or kick your feet up, that like it's all just gonna fall apart. And I do kind of get this message, yeah, you need to keep going, you need to stay consistent. If you stop, maybe that's what's causing the restlessness. They're telling you you don't need to be confused about what your mission is at this time. You're working on creating value in your life, maybe even creating value for others, and it might have something to do with work, finances. So yeah, you're still very much in the middle of this, but this is bringing in maybe people to help you, an ability for you to be able to use your time off from the work or from the hustle or whatever to like replenish yourself through connection and through fun. You're getting a lot more clarity on what it is you need to do to stay consistent. And your guides are telling you follow that inner guidance. Finances are definitely coming in. Any financial issues that you've been having, those are being lifted, and it's because of the action you're taking over the next couple of weeks. So wonderful, wonderful energy here. Next, we're going to look and see what is leaving your life with this Cancer new moon. So what energy is leaving your life? Yes, a lot of people were depending on you recently, because it just seemed like everyone was having a breakdown there for a little while, wasn't it? And of course, I'm going to blame it on the retrograde and the eclipses. But yeah, you really had to give a lot of compassion and nurturing out to other people, which wasn't a problem because you were happy to do that, but it has left you feeling like a little depleted, and you feel like you just need some me time to kind of be alone and be creative. And so this socializing that I saw for you is more like, it's more fun, it's more lighthearted. And so you might be worried about like, do I have anything left to give emotionally or like socially right now after the last season? But don't worry, it's like a different kind of energy. It's more just like a party, fun, summer kind of energy. And maybe some of the people that you were really having to be compassionate and nurturing with, maybe they can help you with that in return now. Maybe they're doing better and they want to kind of bless you or pay you forward or kind of treat you. And so there's this message to allow yourself to receive, because these people, you've given so much and they want to give back to you. So allow that to happen. I also feel like maybe recently there were some creative blocks, but that energy is leaving. Like your creative energy, your throat chakra is like so open right now. So there's going to be a lot of creative possibilities and potential. Now, the last thing we're going to look into is what effect is this Cancer new moon going to have on you, like overall? And of course, this is very personal and you're the one who gets to make that happen, but we're just going to look into the possibility here. It seems like during this season, something is left behind. And it's a decision that you've been wanting to make for like a really long time. It could be like leaving a relationship. That's the first thing I think of, because to me this looks like somebody's getting ready to walk away from someone who has a Prince of Swords type energy. This could be like someone who's kind of dominant, a little bit toxic. This could represent like an institution, like the place that you work, your boss, someone who's been breathing down your neck a little bit, someone who hired you, or some type of institution. Not sure, but it seems like you're walking away from that and you're like, no more, never again, or I'm done with this. And it's something you've been wanting to do. It's just like you've been waiting for some reason. And because of that, you're free. You're free to go out in the world. You're free to move forward. You're free to move on. This also reminds me of someone who could be retiring from the workplace. Somebody whose maybe kids have graduated high school or college and they're like off in the world now. And it's like you have all this time and space and energy for yourself. I mean, you're going to miss the kids. You'll always be a parent, but it's like a shift. It's a life shift kind of energy. And maybe it's somebody who was working full-time who's now working part-time. Or maybe you're quitting your day job because your side hustle or your business has finally taken off to the point to where it can sustain you. This could be somebody becoming a parent, somebody moving in with a partner. It's like it's like you leave something behind. You leave behind your single life to become married, or you leave behind maybe a large house in the suburbs for a small apartment in the city, but a really cool opportunity. It's a shift. You lose some, but you win some. That's the energy that I'm getting here, that this Cancer new moon is going to have on you. So yeah, ultimately, beautiful blessings out in the world, strength, courage. I see it. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you again for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out.